home late from work and my wife told me she was in love with someone else. I just want to divorce him and be with him, even if it means walking away with nothing. My eyes fell to the divorce papers already laid out on the table. Suddenly, a wave of relief washed over me. Fine, I said. I agree. It's human nature to be drawn to the new and tired of the old. I'm no different. Tina stared at me, dumbfounded. You're just agreeing? A cold laugh escaped my lips, thick with sarcasm. What else am I supposed to do? Oh, right. I'm supposed to fly into a rage and demand to know who he is, aren't I? I should probably break down. Beg you not to leave. Plead with you not to do this. You're willing to walk away with nothing just to divorce me, but you also want me to beg you to stay. So which is it? Do you want a divorce or not? Is your left brain at war with your right? Tina was speechless. I ignored her, picking up the papers and scanning them carefully. Satisfied, I reached for my briefcase, which was still on the floor where I'd dropped it when Tina had anxiously pulled me inside. I'd just come home from a long day of overtime to find this waiting for me instead of a hot meal. She hadn't even asked why I was so late. She just launched straight into the divorce. I was done with this cold, empty life. I pulled a fountain pen from my bag and signed my name decisively on both copies. Capping the pen, I stared at its faded, worn barrel. It was a gift for our first anniversary. Tina had used half a month's salary from her part-time job to buy it for me. After nearly 20 years, it was battered and old. It was time for a new one. I tossed the pen into the trash can. We can get the paperwork filed tomorrow morning. Then I walked out of the room without looking back. I went to my son Toby's room. He was facing away from me, buried under his comforter. I sat down on the edge of his bed. Don't pretend to be asleep. I know you saw everything. After a long moment, he finally turned over and sat up, his eyes red-rimmed. Dad, he whispered, is Mom leaving us? I sighed inwardly. At nearly 40, I'd seen my share of life and loss, so I could process a separation. But Toby was only 12. In his world, his parents were his entire sky. When Tina and I separated, no matter who he ended up with, half of that sky was going to collapse. But he was a part of this family. He had a right to know about the changes happening to it. I told him the truth. Yes, Mom asked for a divorce and I agreed. But that just means we won't be husband and wife anymore. We will always be your mom and dad who love you more than anything. Toby looked at me, and tears streamed down his face like a broken dam. Dad, I'm sorry. He covered his face with his hands, tears seeping through his fingers. I was confused. Shouldn't I be the one apologizing? I gently pulled his hands away and wiped his tears. What is it? Why are you sorry? Toby's shoulders shook with sobs. The other day, when Mom picked me up from school, she was with another guy. She said he was her assistant, but when she was driving, he kept leaning against her and his hand was on her leg. I'm sorry, Dad. I didn't want to lie to you. I didn't know how to tell you. My hands clenched the bedsheet. A cold fury crept through me. How dare she, to flaunt her affair in front of our son. I let out a long, slow breath and pulled him into a hug, my heart aching for him. Toby, this is not your fault. Anyone would be confused in that situation. If I were you, I would have done the exact same thing. Toby pulled away, his tear-filled eyes looking up at me pitifully. Dad, do you still want me? I paused, then gently stroked the back of his head. I smiled. I think the question is, do you want to stay with me? Toby sniffled and nodded so hard his head bobbed. I squeezed his cheek gently. All right, you have school tomorrow. Time to get some sleep. He obediently lay down. After I tucked him in and waited for him to drift off, I turned off the light and quietly left the room. The next day, Tina and I went to the courthouse and filed the divorce papers. When we got back, she started packing her things. Neither Toby nor I asked if she needed help. We moved around each other like ghosts. But that evening, as I came home from work, Tina called out to me. Your father called me today. My heart leapt into my throat. He said Sean lost his job and he wanted me to help him out, give him a position at my company.